Hello, you. You know who you are. This is Travis. Welcome to Tpull's Corner, where we get to go first today. We're having fun with the expansion Streets of New Capenna mostly. We went and got all of the cartel bosses and put them all in one place. So we've got Jodah, we've got Jetmir, all of the heads of the three color cartels. And we went to one place that wasn't Streets of New Capenna, and we pulled in Jodah because we have all 5 colors reflected. So Jodah is the unifier. And some of these cards I put in here just because it's the first time I got a card. Like, I just got my first copy of the Timeless Lotus. So you can't tell me not to play a mythic rare that gives me 5 colors when I'm playing a 5-color deck.
For the sake of Phyrexia, I will keep watch. Our plans are beyond your comprehension.
Still can't do anything by turn 4.
You can be made to obey.
Can't do anything by turn 5, and I just missed a line drop. Just great. They're tantalizing me, aren't they? They're just teasing me. There goes Jodah. Second copy of Jodah. So they know I'm a Jodah deck now.
Organic minds are easily quelled. You can be made to obey.
Let's try the Timeless Lotus. I'm expecting a counterspell. But better that than Jodah. Never mind.
Our plans are beyond your comprehension.
We'll just do Jodah. And then we'll do Zeotora. And we'll add in a Falcospara. Let's see. We could sacrifice and do that damage to anything, right? Get rid of their planeswalker.
Your victory is an illusion, nothing more.
I wouldn't have done that if I couldn't see this. But thankfully, Zeotora got us Falco, and Falco let us see this. That worked out pretty nicely. No way! We got to go first. I got to use my copy of the brand new card. I got to do Jodah as soon as humanly possible. I killed an 8 loyalty planeswalker. And I was going to try and show off more of the deck, but they took their toys and went home. That's 9 cards in their hand, and they didn't feel like they could do enough of anything. Oh, man. Welcome to the corner. Sometimes the jank pays off. We're going to get so punished for this in a minute. Let me go in and show you the deck. The 5 cartels. When Wizards designed these cards, they didn't design them all to be in one place, but interestingly enough, they did design a card called Meeting of the Five. which actually does signify the 5 leaders coming together. So I don't know if I was inspired by this card or not. I think I only have the 1 copy of it still. But since I'm dealing with the 5 leaders, I figured I should have this copy in my deck. So you get to exile the top 10 cards of your library. You can cast spells with exactly 3 colors from among them. You add 10 colored mana. You can spend the mana only to cast spells with exactly 3 colors. So you could get three creatures out that are 3 colors, right? Or you could do just 1 really big creature, or maybe 2 creatures. So 1, 2, or 3 creatures you could get out with this. Most of what else I got are creatures, but I do have 1 copy of Rogue's Gallery. For each color, return up to 1 target creature card of that color from your graveyard to your hand. So since we've got a veritable rainbow of colors here reflected, if we do end up with 5 or 6 creatures in the deck, we could probably return a whole mess of creatures straight to our hands. That would be fun. You saw that I had the Timeless Lotus, of course, so that's little mana generation, and Honored Heirloom that exiles target card from a graveyard as well as gives me 1 mana of any color. So let's see, what else do I have? I have 1 other spell that's not a creature. Where are you hiding? Here, Unleash the Inferno, because I just finally got 1 copy of that. And Unleash the Inferno says 7 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If it deals excess damage, you get to destroy a target artifact or enchantment and opponent controls with mana value less than or equal to that amount of excess damage. So sometimes we don't get to use that aspect. Sometimes it's just 7 damage to target creature or planeswalker. So those are the only things that I have to help out. The rest are all the creatures. So starting, we've got 2 Jodah, Font of Hope. So I do have a 2-drop. I don't really have any other angels in this deck, but she is legendary. We've got Gwenna to help out with the mana activation. We can add 2 mana in any combination of colors. We're mostly using that just to cast the creature spells themselves, but if it's a creature that's 5 or greater, we get to untap her and put a +1/+1 counter on her. So if we cast something big with it, like, say, Zeatora, then we could untap her and use her to bring down yet another creature. We've got Obnixilis, legendary planeswalker. Rafine, flying, ward 1, and whenever you attack, target attacking creature connives X number of times, where X is the number of attacking creatures. Lagrella the Magpie, that we can have enter the battlefield and exile any number of target creatures, including your own if you want to, if it makes sense. I got 3 copies of Rocco in here. Whenever he enters the battlefield, if you cast it, you can search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less. So if we get up to, say, like 8 mana, we could actually just cast Rocco and go bring down Jodah. That could be fun. Mr. Ofreo, 1 copy of the Boulder, legendary Rhino Warrior. Whenever you attack, double target creature's power until end of turn. Agnus the Dragon's Lash with haste. Whenever a creature you control with haste attacks, create a tapped treasure token. So another way to get any color mana generation. Jetmir Nexus of Revels is a fun little cat demon. He gets more and more power for all of the creatures that you control for every additional creature you get. So it goes basically 3, 6, 9. If you get up to where you have 9 creatures out, those creatures have +3 to the power. They have Vigilance, Trample, and Double Strike. So that's the dream, right? We have Falco Spare, Pact Weaver, 3/3 with Flying and Trample, with a shield counter on the beginning when he enters the battlefield. You can look at the top card of your library anytime. If we need to, we can remove a counter from any creature we control and actually cast a spell from the top of our library. We still have to pay all the other costs, but we could remove that shield counter, or if some of our other creatures, like maybe we got a counter on Gwenna that we're willing to get rid of just to cast the spell. Elspeth is another source of those counters, right? We can add Flying, First Strike, Lifelinks, or Vigilance with a +1, or we can go look at the top 7 cards of our library and get a card with mana value 3 or less. You notice we've got a number of good choices for 3 or less, so we should be able to hit something. 2 copies of Urabrask, the Phyrexian Praetor, because Urabrask was nosing around in the Streets of New Capenna. 4/4 with haste. You can exile the top card of your card and play it, and the opponent also has to exile the top card of their card, or top card of their deck. Evelyn the Covetous has Flash, 2/5 Vampire Rogue. We get to exile the top of each player's library with a collection counter, and then I could cast those cards. I have to pay for it, right? But if I don't have the right mana from my opponent's deck, it doesn't matter. They'll let me cast it. Jodah, of course, just in case you're new, Jodah is a legendary human wizard, 5/5, and all legendary creatures that you control get +X, where X is the number of legendary creatures you control, which means Jodah counts himself. So as soon as he comes down, he turns from a 5/5 to a 6/6, because he gets it's assuming he's the only one down, that's a +1 to a legendary creature. So he adds that 1 to himself. Whenever you cast a legendary spell from your hand, you exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a legendary non-land card with lesser mana value. You may cast the card without paying its mana cost. And so basically, if I put out a Falco Sparrow Pact Weaver for 4 mana, and I come across somebody like Obnixilis or Rafine or Lagrella, I can cast those and they come out for free. That's how Cascade works. And now the cool thing is, Timeless Lotus is also a legendary artifact. I could cast Timeless Lotus and also generate the effect. So, little added bonus of the one artifact there. Zeator the Incinerator, 6/6 dragon with flying. As you saw, I can sacrifice a creature, and that creature's power, deal damage to any target, plus I create 3 treasure tokens. So much value. And finally, Lord Xander. When he enters the battlefield, your opponent discards half the cards in their hand rounded down. Whenever he attacks, he mills half their library rounded down. And whenever he dies, target opponent has to sacrifice half the non-land permanents they control rounded down. So that's a lot of sacrificing and discarding and milling. So it's a lot of fun if we can get it to happen. A lot of these are the Dominaria United or Phyrexian double lands. I got some Innistrad double lands. I got some of the triple lands, and I got 1 Field of Ruin. So maybe I could go summon 1 basic land that I need desperately to actually cast something. 26 lands in all. And I think, let me go back in real quick and we'll show you. It's an expensive deck. Okay, so 28 creatures, which is way more than I usually do. 4.2 average mana cost. 26 lands, and then I've got the 2 artifacts to help me with the mana generation. And I got the 3 Gwenas, which will be a big help. And now we go to see if Arena will let us get away with anything else today. Really, that first video is all you need to know, right? I should just learn my lessons someday. When I have something that good, that's all I should do. I should just call it a victory and quit. Retire a champion. We get to go again for the 2nd time in a row. Ooh, Arena's broke tonight. Somebody broke Arena. Who was it? Alright, we're going to have at least 3 colors. Do we dare put out Gwenna? Let's try and float Jodah out first. They should be scared enough of Jodah and seeing all these colors, but they should kill it quickly. Okay, that would not have killed Gwenna, but perhaps they've got something more powerful to kill Gwenna coming up. Haste already. Reveal dragons. Got a bad feeling about this. I kind of have to do this though, don't I? They made me miss a land drop. This is the only way. And they gave 2 of the most powerful cards in my deck already. So it's Jodah or bust. Oh, good. Good, good, good. I'm not blocking you. Looks like they whiffed. Down to 14. And I guess we should attack while we can. Jodah should be able to survive 1 turn, right? And next the Cascade effect works. I'm not even going to block you. Because I got lethal if you don't block as soon as I bring down Mr. Alfeo. We made them think like they're a blue player. Look at them roping already. It's turn 5. Do you know where your spells are? Oh, nobody ever wants to let you play with your deck as soon as you get Jodah down. We got him down too fast. Well, it was their fault. They kept attacking me. I was going to die. I had to protect myself. Isn't it interesting how as soon as Jodah shows up, everybody turns into a pacifist? Why did I not get a card when I won on turn 5? Did they change the daily win rewards? I feel like they should. Did they announce that? Does anybody know? I was pretty sure I'm supposed to get a card as soon as I get 5 wins. I'm pretty sure that Wizards did not want you to put all these together in one deck because they like to steer the environment to provide variety for the players. So they guide you. They design cards in limited to show you what kind of combinations you can do, how the mechanics might synergize together, give you an idea what kind of deck you might want to put together. They also do that with the amount of colors you can play, from encouraging 2-color play with Guilds of Ravnica to 1-color play, monocolor play, to 5-color play. So it's a spectrum, and Streets of New Capenna was squarely in the middle with a bunch of 3-costing cards. They did include a couple of 5-color cards, but for the most part, it was just supposed to be, let's see, I don't have a 2-mana drop, so I just put that down, I guess. But the current environment, without the great rotation, we've got the ability to play 5 colors. And so I'm kind of just trying to take advantage of it while I can. See if Gwenna survives. We've already got a Jodah. We just need Gwenna to survive. 1 turn is the only thing we need to have happen. It's not going to happen. This opponent knows better than to let that happen. Ouch. That's an enlister. So I think we just have to get rid of that puppy. And we get rid of the enchantment because that was an enchantment creature. So made good with Unleash the Inferno. Our only removal card we've really got. Take that. What else do I need? I got the red, so I could create a demon, a devil creature. Let's try it.
I'm the new boss.
That'll block Gorogoro if it survives.
Oh, I have a job for you.
They could just have removal. It's a red deck after all. Got blue, black, white, green. Ooh, I think I can do Jodah now. They don't kill Obnixilis? That means they're not attacking this turn. Oh, what are you doing? Now, he could sacrifice Selfless Samurai. That gives him lifelink. You had to have known I was going to block. Which means this goes on to you. Do you save Gorogoro? Is that... No, you don't even save it. I don't know that that was worthwhile. Anyway, lose 2 life, or... They usually just lose the 2 life. You're over 20, so...
for mercy.
Opponent usually treasures their cards at the very beginning. Thankfully, that's a tap land. That's a good break for us. Oh, graveyard damage. That's not good. We like to keep things... We like the ability to get stuff back from our graveyard. Okay, let's do Falco. Got the cheapest thing out there? Fine.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
And I could be punished for this. Oh, I didn't even attack you. That was what I was going to say. I wanted to play more with Jodah, right? We got Jodah out. We got him out really early. That's like... That's really quick. In a game right after each other. We got Falco again. And we were able to cascade and show you how Jodah works. That's nice. And Falco is one of the cartel leaders. But I did not attack with Jodah. I could have made you chump block the Lion Sash. I did 0 attacks. Just because I wanted to bring down a couple of different creatures. And they are not letting me do it. Sparky would let me do it. Alright, I will accept comments. I don't usually do it because I don't usually get a lot of views on those. So I'm assuming that you all are not interested in me beating the pants off of Sparky. But if you're interested in the deck and want to see how it plays out after this is still done, and we haven't gotten any... we haven't got past one Cascade spell from Jodah, let me know, and we can go have some fun with Sparky and just demonstrate the deck a little bit better than this. 4 lands and our Mana Dork. Do it this way. I seem to have done pretty good in doing my land mix for a change. I'm doing better here than on times when I just have 2 colors. Oh, that's just beautiful. As long as they don't have removal, the game is pretty much ours already. No exile card. Not right away. Ah, they have ossification. That hurts us big time. Well, we can't really help something like that. We use all the mana we can. If they have another ossification, we're pretty much dead. I don't want to attack. And now you kind of gotta play that card if you got it. Let's see, Ancestral Katana, that's actually a pretty good card for them to play. They are not going to be sorry about that at all. Yeah, that didn't work out for me at all. I can't really block that, that's still indestructible there. So the only way I'm going to be helped is if I get another land. And that plays the Torah. And I go ahead and attack and remove the indestructibility from Rizona. My problem is I think they'll just hop that sword to another creature next turn. Maybe the double striker, and I'll just die. But I kind of didn't have much of a choice left. I had to get rid of the indestructible counter off of Rizona. They chump block to keep the indestructible counter on Rizona. Oh, you know why? It's because they're going to cast the enchantment and give Rizona double strike and just kills the... No, you know what? Can I do... If I sacrifice this, can we get rid of you now? That gives me some options after you do your trick and kill my Zeatora. They just have another Selfless Samurai. Cute. And they have enough to do the double strike thing. I am in so much trouble. All because they had exactly what they needed to get rid of Jodah right away. Okay, no choice. They get the first strike. They're indestructible. They got lifelink going on. Okay, so mono value X or less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Take action. We're going to get a Jodah. Oh, you know what I should do? Lagrella. Should have thought of that first. No, that's all we do. I can still go get Jodah next time with the next Rocco. Double strike's gone, so I don't care anymore. Rocco's a chump blocker. Oh, they could have attacked. They had that. They could have made that a 5-4, 6-7, 7-5 and took out both of them. They didn't want to do it that way. We're going to make it harder for you then. There's a case to be made. I just put out Rocco and went and get Jodah first, but I've got to go back and look at the tape maybe later. Did I miss a chance to go ahead and exile that enchantment from the graveyard before they cast it? I don't know if I had that much mana at the time. I got to remember when I have that out. Do you attack now? They do. Isn't it interesting? I have twice as many creatures out, and now you feel like attacking. Now I can just not. I can sit back and not let you get Rizona back, though. Okay, pass. We'll let you take those two. They could just sacrifice the samurai and make it indestructible, right? But they don't. I wonder why they don't. My turn. Oh, that's lovely. 5. Auto pay. Take action. Now give me Jodah. Say hello to my little friends. Double his power. Yes. Take 12 points of damage, please. Pretty please. This is usually when they scoop, although they still have 32 instead of 20. And I'm down to 5. They really like their double strike, don't they? Yes, you do. A land. Alright. Rocco's coming at you. Double the power. 14 points instead of 12 this time. What do? You block. You chump block. Except I'm definitely paying attention this time, so when that goes away, Heirloom gets rid of it. Yes. I love it when a plan comes together. Oh, it's so lovely. Next, so let's attack with Rocco again. Double the power. I know I'm like a cat playing with a mouse right now, but I don't usually get to have this kind of ability. And we get Jodah out of everything we could have gotten. The second copy of Jodah, the only other copy of the least most powerful creature I have in my entire deck. And they've already got no cards in their hand, so Lord Xander's ability does absolutely nothing for discard. 42 cards in their deck. Okay, they were under 20. They didn't want me to mill half their deck. That's what I was going to do next. I think Arena's apologizing to me for the punishment it's given me for the entire past month. I finally got a card! Oh, good. This is one of my next decks, I think. Yeah, definitely want to do one with Halo Forger. Centered around Halo Forger. I wonder if I have 4 copies yet. I think I might have at least 3, which might be enough. I usually make do with what I got. If you're new to the channel, this is a free-to-play kind of focused channel, so we don't spend our wild cards that much. Very rarely. We just make decks out of what we have available. And usually by the end of an expansion, I've got 85–86% of the collection, which as a collector, I'm not the happiest with, but again, we make do. And since I'm reminded, in case you are a new subscriber, go ahead and consider, or a new visitor, consider subscribing and becoming a new subscriber. And like always, we want all of y'all to like. I mean, I feel like this is a deck worth liking. It's been some fun games from, you know, my viewpoint in the chair. I don't know about what my opponents would say, but it's kind of fun for me right now. Okay, we got that. Let's do Rafine. That could be a blocker against the ninja shenanigans. And maybe they have removal, but I'm hoping the Ward 1 will prevent most of the removal cards they have. They're still going to attack? What in the world? It's not a shield counter, it's Ward. Oh, fake your own death. They have a couple of fake your own deaths in the deck. Okay, so next, let's just do Lagrella then. I'm just looking to buy time and put out fodder for removal so that Gwenna can get down okay. Another flyer. No attacks. Okay, they got rid of Rafine. What can you do against Falco, who has a shield counter? Land will take the land. Is it worth exiling something like Fake Your Own Death? I don't think they can get that card back. Okay, so they get rid of Lagrella. They now have 2 creatures. That's worth it to them to get rid of the shield counter? Okay. That's fine, because this gives us Gwenna, and that means Lord Xander comes down next turn, and Falcospara is just a chump blocker that we can afford to lose. Oh! No blocks. I don't care what you got. I couldn't risk going against a Fake Your Own Death again, and thankfully they don't have the ninja that they can use to remove a counter or discard a creature and destroy the creature on the field. Because we got Xander coming in. Coming in hot, discard half your cards. Choose 3 and lose them. Silver Furmaster is probably going to bite the dust. Come on, come on. They must be good cards, right? They're taking this long. Well, they're blue. They normally take a long time. Actually, that's not bad for blue. That didn't take too long. They got rid of Planar Incision. They're Planeswalker. Or that's Satoru Mizawa, though. This might as well be a Planeswalker. And Izumi Informant. Okay, yeah, we'll attack now. I feel like 6/6 is a good chump blocker. Yes? Who needs Jodah at all? Jodah's just icing on the cake. We got, you know, the cartel heads.
Over.
Can't attack.
You can't fight what you can't see. Infiltration's my specialty.
Okay. Gwen can still attack.
I've got a bad feeling.
Oh! Only 2 of the bosses. I had a third one in my hand. These games are going by too quickly. You know what's going on. What always happens when I win 3 or 4 times in a row? They want me to take this to ranked. They want me to think that I've got a Jodah deck that's actually good, that can win more than 50% of the time. The last thing I did is I did the Toxic Sludge deck. I took that into ranked, and I actually won quite a bit. And I kept it around for another day and took it out for a spin, and man, did I come up against so many poison decks. It was crazy. Like, I thought that poison... I could come across poison 2-3 times a day, normally. But I had the next night, I tried to just do regular, not ranked play, just regular play. And Arena had only one deck the entire night that was not poison, filled with poison counters. Everything else was toxic. It was like we were doing so good with the toxic deck that Arena said, "Oh, you're playing a toxic deck." I finally realized that you not just playing. You didn't just make a new deck and I let you have a couple wins because I'm Arena, and you get a couple wins with your new deck before we punish you. It's you kept your deck and you're playing it 2 days in a row. So if we're gonna stop you, then poison, poison deck, poison deck, poison deck. You little puke. I was gonna do Jodah again. Now what am I gonna do? I have to do August. You know what August lets me do? He lets me cast Jodah next turn. That's what he lets me do. Yes. We're in business already. Oh no, the game froze. I won too many times. I broke Arena. All I can do is wait. I can't even tap the screen. I have to wait for that to fix itself. If I tap the screen with my mouse, it tends to crash the program. Autopay. Yes. We have fun now. I would like one more land. Okay, we're not frozen now. My opponent is just stunned into being roped. Of course, besiege you. Of course, of course, of course. It's what they do. Alright, I feel like I have to break into the Tpull deck here with what I've got. Because they just gave me the 2 most expensive cards. So I have to go... I don't have black Monosaurs, do I? It's got to be... Oh, I don't have white. Oh, it did work. Okay, I do have black. Okay, don't have blue. Okay, there's black. There's black in there. No red and green. Okay, so we get both of them back. No, I don't. I don't have black monosource. It's the one I'm missing. Okay, so we just cascade. We pay 0. No, wait. Let's pay 1. We'll cascade. That'll be a 4 mana card. It'll cascade to find a 3 card, right? Bingo. Okay, this is all acceptable.
Families call me their adversary. I like that.
No, decline. Lose life or lose a card.
Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
No attacks. I need more land. Ouch. There goes my Planeswalker. That's not part of the regular pre-made deck. Oh, we lost the pre-made decks too. They took the pre-made decks away. So we're making whatever we want now. Okay, you know what? Let's block it. Every card that they made us get rid of, we're just getting back. Chump blocker?
Ha! Shake down the locals.
Your turn. Oh. Out of all the cards in your deck, of course you have Hullbreaker Horror. I don't really have a way to deal with that.
How dare you destroy what I built?
I'm kind of grasping at straws here. I think I'm pretty dead. All I need is one spell a turn. Which colors do I choose here? I think we do black for her. And, oh, you know what? It doesn't matter, does it, too much? Black and red. We're not bringing down Jodah. We gotta bring down Xander. It should be pretty easy for them to take care of us. They're blue, so you gotta give them time to figure it out, but there you go. No way, they're gonna fight Xander? and return Rocco. You have to lose half. They're just going to give up a treasure, though, right? Figures the prize fight gives them a treasure. They could give up treasure in the careful cultivation. Yeah, I can block the branch and kill the branch, but they still got me. Things just barely didn't work out for me. All because they top deck Hullbreaker Horror. They got exactly what they needed. They got Shigeki to go get them the combat spells. Alright, we'll do one more. People talk about forced loss, but when I have Jodah, and I have the mana, and you already killed my Gwenna once, and I just found a way to bring her back, the only thing that's left is Hullbreaker Horror. Or board wipes. And they were green and blue, so they didn't have board wipes. So, the Spies at Wizards threw a Hullbreaker Horror in that deck. That's my conspiracy theory. Jodah is the canary in the coal mine, or angel in the coal mine, to destroy metaphors, as the case may be. Attracts the lightning strike. Hopefully allows us to bring down Gwenna. Gwenna allows us to bring down everybody else. Ooh, that's tough. See who can kill each other faster. This is only good on creatures, not on artifacts. Don't have much I can do against artifacts. They top deck 2 Urbrass Forge in a row. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Land comes down. We can cast this with Gwenna. Attack for 7. Both of my creatures have haste, so I get 2 treasure tokens. Don't care about either Urbrass Forge now, you're gonna die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, they got rid of Gwenna. They got rid of everybody. Maybe I do care about things now. 5 points. I don't have a lot of time left. And that was tapped. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Shoot. Okay. We have to burn our treasures on Evelyn, I think. Can't cast either one of those right this... Oh, hello. Shoot.
I hope you like your hors d'oeuvres extra crispy. You're lucky this is a warning shot.
Auto pay. Hmm. 5 and 4, right? Auto-pay. Seven, one. Trade. No attacks. They can cast Burn Down the House. They'd lose their Planeswalker, but they'd get 7 points in.
No, why?
How about that? Just enough. I'm not sure there was any other option on how I could do that. But it wasn't... It didn't seem like it was completely hopeless. But it does seem like they got only just enough cards to do exactly lethal, and that if I'd hung on a turn longer, we would have turned the tables on them. So it is a little suspicious when they get just the right mana to play every single card they have. I have 4 Halo Foragers, new deck coming up. I have so many ideas for new decks. I feel like I'm behind schedule because I keep writing them down on sticky notes in front of my computer desk. And every now and then I make a deck and I cross it off and throw away a sticky. But the stickies are accumulating faster as I have ideas than I'm able to produce videos. So it's starting to look a little cluttered here. But you guys have tons of content coming, trust me. I'm not running out of ideas. This was a really fun deck. I'm in danger again, right? Because I'm near my 100 limit. I don't want to get rid of this one. I'll export the deck list. You'll have the deck list. Go ahead and try it out for yourself. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would change. I know there's not much in the way of interaction, but we really just wanted to have fun with the theme of the 5 bosses from the Cartels from Streets of New Capenna, and, you know, bringing them out with Jodah and stuff like that. It was cool. I got to use my first new copy of Unleash the Inferno, and I did use Timeless Lotus once as well. So I'm pretty happy today. As always, like and subscribe. Let me know what you think, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.